Inside you, right now, there is a hidden universe. It weighs about 2 kilograms, the same weight as your brain. It contains trillions of living organisms, more than there are stars in the Milky Way. For decades, doctors thought the gut was just a plumbing system, a tube to digest food. But recently, science has discovered something shocking. This isn't just a tube. This is your second brain, and it is the control center for your aging process. If you are over 60, pay close attention. Have you noticed that your digestion isn't what it used to be? Or maybe you feel brain fog, or your joints ache more than usual. You might think, oh, that's just getting old. I'm here to tell you it might not be age. It might be your microbiome. As we age, the diversity of bacteria in our gut drops specifically. This leads to a condition scientists call inflammaging, chronic inflammation caused by an unhappy gut. But here is the good news. Unlike your genes, which you can't change, you can change your microbiome, and you can do it in as little as 72 hours. Today, I'm giving you the scientifically proven blueprint to renovate your gut, boost your immunity, and reclaim your vibrancy after 60. Think of your gut like a garden. When you were 20, your garden was like a rainforest, lush, diverse, with thousands of different species of plants, bacteria. This diversity is what kept you resilient. But after 60, studies show a significant drop in diversity. We lose the good guys, like bifidobacteria, and the weeds, the opportunistic pathogens, start to take over. This happens because of medication use, stress, and a diet that has become too beige and soft over the years. When the weeds take over, they attack the garden fence, your gut lining. This leads to leaky gut. Toxins leak into your bloodstream, causing your immune system to be on red alert 24/7. This is why you feel tired. This is why you feel stiff. Your body is fighting a war heavily focused in your gut. So how do we replant the garden? We need a 3-step strategy. Seed the probiotics, feed the prebiotics, and weed, removing the harmful inputs. Step 1 is not buying expensive probiotic pills. Step 1 is fertilizer. You cannot grow a prize-winning orchid in sand. You need rich soil. The fertilizer for your gut bacteria is fiber, but not just any fiber. We need prebiotic fiber. These are plant fibers that your human body cannot digest. They travel down to your colon intact, and your good bacteria have a feast on them. I want you to add these 3 super fertilizers to your diet this week. 1. Resistant starch. This is magic. It's found in cooked and cooled potatoes, green bananas, and oats. When you cook a potato and let it cool down in the fridge, its chemical structure changes. It becomes food for your gut. 2. The allium family. Garlic, onions, leeks. These are powerhouses. They contain inulin, a fiber that specifically feeds the bacteria that boost your immune system. 3. The crunchy veggies. Asparagus, artichokes, Jerusalem artichokes. If it's tough to chew, it's probably great for your gut. Here is your homework, the 30-plant challenge. Try to eat 30 different plants per week. Herbs count, spices count, seeds count, nuts count. A blueberry is 1 point. A walnut is 1 point. Black pepper is 1 point. The more diverse your diet, the more diverse your microbiome. Don't eat the same 5 vegetables every day. Now that we have the fertilizer, we need the seeds. We need living bacteria. You could take a pill, but studies, like those from Stanford University, show that fermented foods are far superior to supplements for increasing diversity. Why? Because supplements usually have 1 or 2 strains. A spoonful of sauerkraut has thousands. The fermented first rule. Start small. If you aren't used to it, fermented foods can cause bloating. Start with just 1 forkful per day. Sauerkraut. Look for the one in the fridge section, not the shelf. It must be live. Kimchi. Spicy and powerful. Kefir. It's like a supercharged yogurt drink. It has 10 times more bacteria than regular yogurt. Miso, great for soups. Think of these as nature's probiotics. They are pre-digested, making them easier for seniors to absorb nutrients from. Warning: if you have high blood pressure, watch the sodium content, or make your own at home with less salt. It's incredibly easy and cheap. We have the fertilizer, fiber. We have the seeds, fermented foods. Now we need the sunlight. This is the part everyone loves. We are talking about polyphenols. Polyphenols are the compounds that give foods their dark, vibrant colors: deep reds, purples, blues, and dark greens. Your gut bacteria love polyphenols. They turn these compounds into anti-inflammatory medicine for your brain. Here are the best sources for anyone over 60. Berries, blueberries, blackberries. The darker, the better. Green tea. Drink 2 to 3 cups a day. It's calming and gut healing. Dark chocolate. Yes, really, but it must be 85% cocoa or higher. It's a treat for you and a treat for your microbes. Extra virgin olive oil. Drizzle it on everything. Don't cook with it at high heat. Pour it on your salad or soup after cooking. If your food is white or beige, it is dead food. If your food stains your fingers, like berries, turmeric, or beets, it is alive. Eat the colors. Now, we must talk about defense. You can do all the right things, but if you are poisoning your garden, nothing will grow. There are 3 major enemies of the gut microbiome in our 60s and 70s. Enemy number 1, unnecessary antibiotics. Antibiotics save lives, period, but they are like a nuclear bomb in your garden. They kill the bad guys and the good guys. If you must take them, make sure you double up on your fermented foods and fiber immediately after to rebuild. Enemy number 2, artificial sweeteners. Splenda, aspartame, sucralose. You might use them to avoid sugar or diabetes, but studies suggest some sweeteners can disrupt the microbiome balance. If you need sweetness, use a little raw honey, stevia, or just fresh fruit. Enemy number 3, stress and isolation. This surprises many people. Your gut listens to your brain. If you are lonely, anxious, or stressed, your gut wall weakens. Eating with friends, laughing, and walking in nature actually improves your gut bacteria. Vitamin L, love, is a real nutrient for your microbiome. So, let's put this all together into a simple day. How does a gut-optimized day look for a 65-year-old? Morning. Start with a glass of water. Coffee is fine, but add no sugar. Maybe oatmeal with blueberries and nut waltz. Lunch. A big salad with leftover chicken. Add chickpeas for fiber and a dressing made of olive oil and apple cider vinegar. Snack. A cup of kefir or a handful of almonds. Dinner. Fish or tofu, steamed broccoli and sweet potato, cooled, and a side of kimchi. Dessert. A square of dark chocolate. You don't have to be perfect, but if you aim for this 80% of the time, the changes you will feel are profound. Better regularity, less bloating, clearer thinking, and a stronger shield against illness. Hippocrates said 2,000 years ago, all disease begins in the gut. He was right, but the opposite is also true. All health begins in the gut. It is never too late to start. Your microbiome changes fast. Give your internal pets the right food, and they will reward you with energy you haven't felt in years. Don't settle for normal aging. Optimize your engine. If you want to know more about the specific foods that fight inflammation in the joints, which is closely linked to the gut, I have a detailed video on top 5 anti-inflammatory foods for arthritis. Click right here to watch it. Your joints will thank you. See you in the garden.